You're watching the Sports Political channel of LB. If you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. Salute to JoJo Sports World for being in the building this afternoon. This content may contain language that may not be suitable for children. You must be 18 years of age or older to witness the content on this platform. All right, so let's get down to business. So in this particular video, we're going to talk about Anthony Davis. Now, he has came out and basically told people that he hasn't shot a ball since April 5th. Um, it's June 13th, and he ain't shot a ball since April 5th. Now, before I did this video, there was a myriad of things that was going on in my head about Anthony Davis. And on one hand, I think about, well, had he just came off of grueling playoffs, they got eliminated in the Eastern Conference Finals, and he might have taken some time off, to relax, recharge, refresh, and then come back and, in the at some point in the off season, get himself right for the next season, then I can agree with him not shooting the ball. I can agree with him needing that time off to recuperate. But he ain't shot the ball since April 5th. Now, for context, that was the night the Lakers went down to Phoenix and got their heads blown off. Now, as you can see, that's the game log from April 5th when they traveled to Phoenix. As you can see, he played over 30 minutes, had 21 points on 18 shot attempts. So this was the stat line for Anthony Davis. And that was the last time he shot a basketball. Now, it's been going on 2 months, and you ain't shot a basketball. So I got questions. Salute to Gideon, Ted Cox, Yusuf Knight, Jeffrey Weaver. Be easy. Salute to you, bro. Salute to you. There's my Cash App and PayPal if you want to donate to the channel. Any and all donations are appreciated. Now, I got questions, right? You got time to play video games, but don't got time to be on the court? It's been 2 months. So apparently he goes on a 6-week training regimen where he just lifts weights. I can't tell because every time you took the court, this dude always getting hurt. So I don't think, like Gideon mentions, I don't think he got that will to win. I don't think he got that hunger. I think he's very content with winning the championship, multiple All-Star appearances. You've been labeled on the 75 greatest players in NBA history, and I think he's content. I personally think he's very content with where he is and where he's at in his career, right? So in other words, he's being lazy. Now, this screenshot I took off Basketball Reference, as you can see here, no, that's not the right one. This is the one that I wanted to show. So he only played in 40 games last season. The year before that, he only played in 36 games. And the pandemic shortened season, he played in 62 games. That's the year they won the championship. So you mean to tell me 72 games, you played in 36, you played in 76 games in 2 seasons. 76 games in 2 seasons. Now, before the April 5th game against the Phoenix Suns, where that was the last time he shot the ball, there was an article that came out from the LA Times. This was the game when they played the Denver Nuggets the night before, and they ended up losing that game at home. And Anthony Davis went off because he was getting the stigma, he was getting the label as being injury prone. And this was his response to him being labeled as injury prone. So what the fuck you want me to do? When I play is a problem. When I don't play is a problem. At the end of the day, I've got to do what's best for me and how my body feels. And we go from there. I'm not worried about who's saying what or who thinks about me because none of them have stepped on the floor and played. And the ones that did play, they should understand. These aren't little ticky-tack injuries. Well, Anthony Davis, I can, see you being kind of frustrated and all that, but let's just be honest about the situation, right? You're hurt almost every year. You're hurt almost every year. So you figured there would be a change in regimen. But he don't see a problem with that. He feels that he don't need to change. So if you got a situation where a lot of people notices something's not right, and he's trying to make these adjustments, and hey man, AD, you need to make these adjustments, man. You know what I'm saying? You getting hurt all the time, AD, man. I'm good, man. I can't control no one rolling on my ankle. I can't control none of that. Look, I don't know where he's at on his injury thing, and this is why I'm being cautious about really going in on him. Right? I don't know where he is physically, but if you're the Lakers, you need to be very concerned about giving this guy a long-term contract or giving him any kind of contract that had any kind of, significant number behind it. Because and then on top of that, LeBron lobbied to get this dude over there, and this is the kind of things he's doing. This is what he's doing. Look, when Anthony Davis is healthy, he's on the court, the dude's a beast. So that's why I'm being very cautious about really going in on, because we really don't know his injury history. We really don't know where he's at physically. And until we get a better idea of where he's at physically, then we can't just rush to judgment. So I caution everyone to until we get a better idea where AD is physically, because he's saying that there's all these ticky-tack injuries and all that. And yes, do I think AD is softer than the marshmallow? You best believe it. I think he's softer than the marshmallow. But still don't take away the fact that if he had nagging injuries and he's trying to still work his way through these nagging injuries or whatever like that, then we got to give him the benefit of the doubt. Now, if it comes out later on that he's been well this whole time, and then, hey, shout out to Black Reality TV and the Cash App for his donation. Appreciate you, my brother. Shout out to Black Reality TV for his donation through the Cash App. If you want to donate, there's the Cash App, there's the PayPal. Salute to my brother. Go subscribe to this channel. But yeah, man. Now, if it comes out later on that AD's been healthy this whole time and he just been lazy, then the kid glove's going to come off. But as players, they, look, dude, I don't. We can't place these lofty expectations on players and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look, the NBA, just like any other sport, is a grueling sport. They're going to need time to recover. People need time to do whatever, right? In the off season, it's not. I mean, should it be that much of a media firestorm that AD hadn't? Oh man, what the fuck, AD? Hey man, AD shut ball since April 5th. okay, the season don't start until when? October. They report the training camp in like late August, early September. I just I don't know. In a way, I kind of want people to just calm the fuck down. It's in it's June now. Come August or even September, in that matter, because they start preseason in September, or they start training camp in September, then preseason. Now, if August is coming around and this dude still hadn't shot a basketball, he's out here still playing video games, then I got reason to be a little bit more concerned. But for me, personally, my personal opinion, I think AD need to get his body right. That's the first thing. He needs to get his body right. He needs to get his mind right. Once he establishes that, then we can move on to him shooting the basketball. Now, look, we all are different. Some people handle things differently. Some people are everyday grinders, right? Some people, no matter what, they're gonna get up, they're gonna get out there, and they're gonna put in that work every day because rent is due every day. I don't think AD's wired like that. I don't think AD is wired to where I'm gonna get up at 6 in the morning and I'm gonna be out there until 7 o'clock at night because my game and my legacy is predicated on getting better every day. Hit the like button for free 99, will you? Right now, the Kobe Bryants of the world, rest in peace to the late great Black Mamba. He was built like that. He got up in the morning. He got up and put in that work. But AD is not like. I don't think AD is that type of dude. I don't think AD wants to go out there and put in that work all the time. I think he but my thing is, you only played in 76 games in 2 years, because that's why I keep wrapping my head around. 2 years, 76 games. 2 years, 76 games. How much more rest do you need, bruh? And that's the conflict I have when it comes to Anthony Davis, because I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. And I don't want to label him as some, soft marshmallow and all that, even though the perception in my head is thinking that he is a soft marshmallow. But at the same time, you got to give him the benefit of the doubt. Part of the reason why I kind of don't want to give him the benefit of the doubt, because he don't want to change his regimen. You would figure after going through 2 years, all these injuries and all that, you would figure that, oh my God, I need to do something different. I can't just be out here getting knick-knack injuries and all that and not be able to withstand the rigors of it, because yes, people are going to hack me. People are going to people are going to step on my shoe. People are going to tug on my shoulder, throw it out of socket or whatever like that, right? He needs some milk. What's up, James J2121? He hurt more than a Mary J. Well, y'all stupid, boy. Y'all crazy as hell, boy. So that's where I'm at on that. I'm torn. I really am torn. Right? Now, this is a video that came out that lasted over 20 minutes, and people were fixated on the fact that he took time off of basketball. Look, there's nothing wrong with players taking time off of basketball. I'm not saying that motherfuckers shouldn't take time off during the off season and all that. That's why they have an off season. But if the Lakers been out of the playoffs since April, and you're trying to win the championship, if you say that championship is important to you, right? Then why not do what's necessary so that way you can be in position to win the championship next year, right? Because last year was an abomination. 33 and 49 last year, that was unacceptable. And even the 40 games Anthony Davis did play. You know what the Lakers record was when the 40 games that Anthony Davis played? The 40 games Anthony Davis played, the Lakers were 17-23. So it's not like they had all this impact when he was on the court. Matter of fact, his plus minus, he was a minus 26. He was a minus 26 in the games that he played in, and the Lakers were 17-23. So it's not like, and then despite the fact that they had a cupcake schedule at the beginning of the season, they were playing the Houston Rockets and the OKC Thunders and and, and San Antonio Spurs and all the other stuff, right? So you circle back to that. And this is part of the reason why I'm torn, because I want to give this dude the benefit of the doubt. I really do. I really want to believe, right, that AD is doing everything he possibly can to get himself physically and mentally right and back on the court come October. But on the other hand, I'm having doubts because of his laziness, because of his unwillingness to, I think he's content. I think he is comfortable with winning that one championship, multiple All-Star appearances, the Rookie of the Year, um, all NBA and all defensive teams, and the being labeled as one of the 75 greatest players. But hey, I want to know what you think, right? I want to know what you think when it comes to this whole dynamic of Anthony Davis. Because I'm torn. I'm torn. I really don't know where to go at with that, right? Now, for the grinders out there, they're going to be like, hey, look, get this motherfucker out of here. This dude ain't the goods. Now, mind you, the Lakers gave up the whole farm for AD. They have no picks in this year's draft. None. They have no picks in this year's draft. So where we at with AD? Where we at with AD? Let me know what you guys think. I put the link in the chat. You guys come in and you guys tell me what y'all think about Anthony Davis or whatever like that. Right? Now, should the Lakers trade him? Part of me wants the Lakers to trade Anthony Davis, a part of me. But then again, another part of me don't want him to be traded because I think I personally think AD is going to have a bounce back year. I think AD is going to have a bounce back year, but it requires him to be healthy, and that's the one thing that you can actually give credit to LeBron. I know a lot of people be railing on LeBron and all that stuff, but the one thing you can't get on LeBron about is the fact that he takes care of his body. He puts a lot of time, effort, and money into his body to make sure that it can handle the rigors of a season. All right, JMJ 2121, what you got?
Oh, hold on. My bad.
I can hear you.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Anthony Davis is a very special player, man. I was thinking him or Giannis Antetokounmpo could go give me a quadruple double. You know what I'm saying? Points, rebounds, assists, and blocks or steals. You know what I'm saying? I guess Anthony Davis, he need to work on his game a little bit. You know what I'm saying, for the hook shots, the left and right hook shots. You know what I'm saying? So Anthony Davis, man, it's time for you. And another thing too, and I said in the comments, man, cut some of that unibrow off of your head. Man, you looking like Al B. Sure around here. That's why I need some stonewashed jeans and some what's it called, but his game, Anthony Davis is bruh, man, he's a very, very good player, man. He had a nice NCAA tournament, but it won't like it's supposed to be. It won't like it's supposed to be. He's supposed to have 20 points, at least about 10 rebounds, maybe 6 assists, and maybe at least over 3 or 4 blocks. But I think he only had 12 points in that. Yeah, but under 20 points in that game. But Anthony
Hey,
Davis need to get it together, man.
hey,
Huh?
you been drinking
Go
that
ahead. Go
Schlitz
ahead.
malt liquor?
Go ahead, LB. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
LB, can you hear me?
Hold on. Hey, can you hear me?
All right.
JJ.
Why you say that? Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear
I
you.
can. No, you breaking up. You breaking up, sir.
Can you hear me?
You breaking up. You
Yeah, we can
slit
hear
small
you.
liquor. You
I can
drinking
hear
it
you.
dry? Yeah,
I don't drink, motherfucker. You do. You be drinking that goddamn 211
I
Steel
can hear
Reserve.
you.
Huh? Hold on.
You breaking up there, LB. Whoever's breaking up, man. I'm good. Am I breaking up? Am I breaking up?
I'm back. Can you hear me? I can. Can y'all hear me in the chat room?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't know what's going on with JMJ's mic, man. You know what I'm saying? He probably was dealing with that Steel Reserve 211. All right, Gideon, what you got?
What's cracking slacking? AD, he's a great player, but the dude,
AD?
um, Anthony
AD out here
Davis,
smacking.
Anthony Davis, he has the heart of a 10 man. Man, the dude has no pride, has no grit. He doesn't play hard. He doesn't play hard, man. He doesn't compete, man. I don't understand it. Like the energies, he doesn't play with heart. His defense has not been the same since 2020, since the championship run. Also, he's been content with the ring in 2020. His 3-point shooting's gone worse. He shot under 20%. And here's what kills me with Anthony Davis. He doesn't go into the paint enough. He's scared of physicality, though. He takes too many threes. He doesn't like to use the floater, the jump hook. He doesn't like to use too much of his athleticism, though. He needs to mix his game, though. He sells too much for jump shots, and he's not willing to accept the leader role. LeBron, again, not to defend LeBron here, but LeBron should not be carrying the Lakers at 37 years old. Come on, AD, it should be you right now. You should be the head of the snake. You should be the captain of the ship, and you should be carrying this team. Like, if the Lakers want to get back into winning a title, he needs to be willing to to work on his limitations and work on his game. And I don't
Right.
understand why he's not wearing his game right now. I don't get it.
Cameron, what's good with y'all, man? You know, Terry Smoot, would you like to know? Cook Smoot Sports. Salute to everybody up in the building. Make sure you hit that like button for your boy. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like
Hey,
button for
can
your
you hear me
man.
now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
It's good that you're off that Steel Reserve 211 now.
Nah,
So
that's reserves 211 been gone since 19 what about 2006. All right, if you thinking of that though.
oh, okay. So, Orjico, what's up, man? Salute to you, man. But yeah, man, AD, man, look, and this is part of the reason why I'm torn about AD. I know there's been a lot of talk about trading him. Uh, there's a lot of rumors about, what should they do with AD and all that. And look, the Lakers are going in the next season with a financial situation that's not very good. You got over $100 million tied to three fucking players, yo.
Hmm.
Damn, that's salary cap, ain't it?
They
That's
are
salary
cap
cap
strapped.
money
The
right
cap
there.
struts.
They're cap
Yeah.
strapped. So you have no cap, and then no pun intended, and then you don't have any picks in next year's draft. So you're pretty much scraping the bottom of the barrel, bringing in guys on level exceptions, 1 year deals, trying to catch a guy that's on the end that was that was a superstar that was injured before, and he's trying to get that old thing back, so you can probably get him on the cheap. So that's where the Lakers are at right now for next season. So Darvin Ham got his work cut out for him. Now the good thing about this is he don't gotta have motherfuckers like Kurt Rambis, who I believe can't coach a chicken out of an egg, hovering over him, trying to make decisions and shit like that.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. The Lakers still got about 3 people that got 100 million. I said, man, your salary cap is messed up, man. It got the
Right.
people went over there with 100 millions and all that, $100 million and all that stuff, man. Man,
And
the Lakers need to get it together, man.
Yeah, man. The problem with this
Go ahead.
team, I'm sorry. The
Go ahead.
problem with this team, why the team struggled mightily, one, they didn't have enough 3-and-D guys. 2, their rim protection was weak last year. 3, they were one of the worst clutch teams in the NBA. They didn't know their shot selection down the stretch of the game was terrible. Times LeBron, Westbrook, or AD taking bad shots down the stretch of the game. Also, I didn't like Frank Vogel's play calling. I didn't like it down the stretch.
Hold on, get on, because we can't just necessarily put this on black. We can't necessarily put all this on the feet of Frank Vogel.
I'm not. I'm saying it's on everyone. I'm saying it's on everyone.
Right. There's a whole conglomerate at work here. When you have when there's reports out about the front office trying to make a decision for Frank Vogel and basically took the rug out from under him. Then got Russell Westbrook. I'm the fucking point guard now. I should have the ball in my hand, and I need to be playing during crunch time and all that. And then
he was just stubborn and ignorant. Yeah,
Russell Westbrook has a history of ignoring coaches' play calls and all that. Do you have LeBron too? LeBron, he does the same thing too. He waved off. He's done his own thing as well. So but the fact of the matter is, this was a whole Lakers shit show from the word go last year. And Swiss Life Media, you still owe me $50. So I don't know what's taking you so long. Maybe you might have had I don't know, your car engine might explode off the interstate. That might have taken all your money or whatever like that. But fuck that. Pay me. You owe me. Pay me. I told you last year the Lakers were going to make the playoffs. You told me that they did. You bet me your dad Ulysses Grant that they did. Now, I need you to be that phoenix and rise from the ashes and pay your boy. You know what I'm saying?
Now, hey, LB, this is the worst part though. The role players that they had up there, KCP, Alex Caruso.
KCP wasn't there last year.
No, not last year. He wasn't there last year. Neither was Caruso. No,
I'm talking about 2 years ago. JaVale McGee, KCP, Alex Caruso, Ray John Rondo, and others helped you to go get that bubble rate, and y'all couldn't run it back. That's the worst part. The worst. Yeah, a couple of years ago, man, and y'all can't run it back. Y'all couldn't run it back in 2021. In 2020, that bubble rate. You know what I'm saying? Y'all couldn't run it back.
Right.
LB.
Well, it didn't help, man, is that Dwight Howard left the Lakers to go to the Sixers and all that.
Yeah. Dwight Howard too. They go for Dwight Howard too. Man,
I think
about that, man.
So there was one, a lot of these players were looking for more money, and 2, LeBron kind of wanted to evolve from what worked last season.
Right.
Yes, sir. But LB, man, that's what the worst thing that Lakers could have done. And let them role players go, man. The good role players go, man. So
yeah, right. They let KCP go to Washington. They actually traded Rondo they had Rondo early in the season this year, and they traded him to the Cavs. By the way,
but they traded him to the Cavs because Rubio ended up going down for the year, and the Cavs were already down Colin Sexton, and they had Darius Garland pretty much was their only true point guard. The other
Mm-hmm.
guys were unreliable. That's why the Lakers made. That's why the Cavs made the trade for Rondo.
Right, 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 right. Right, right. I understand that. That's true. That's true. But like what JMJ said, they should have kept that roster. Like KCP helps you with 3 point shooting and defense. Caruso was athletic, could help you with defense. Good play, was an underrated playmaker himself. Rondo, good playmaker, could get you some steals. Get a decent, worked on his 3 pointer a
Hey,
little bit.
Caldwell Pope.
No, KCP. I'm not saying he was a great 3 point shooter. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that he hit some timely shots here and there, and he was a good defender. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, well, Caldwell Pope really didn't cut the mustard with the Lakers. Now when he was with the Wizards, when he was LeBron's shadow and all that, we saw glimpses of Caldwell Pope and all that. But I think a lot of that has also to do with Bradley Beal being out for the season as well. So
Right, right,
I know that's one of them. That's one of them. What do you call them? Anomalies? Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. An anomaly. From
right,
Yeah.
right.
Caldwell Pope.
What about Dwight Howard and what's it called? Where they used to be there? Dwight Howard and what's it called? McGee. McGee. Okay, I can't
Mhm.
believe they traded McGee though too. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that was a
McGee.
dumbass on their part.
That was bad. They let him go to Denver. Yeah.
That was a dumbass move on their part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but other than that, man, Anthony Davis, man, it's time to be. You got to have a 2-man power trip, just like Triple H and Stone Cold, man. You got to have a 2-man power trip. You know what I'm saying? And try to get yourself together, man, and get your health ready for this next year. A bit this year's NBA season, 2022-2023 season, man.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, you know. So
He needs to
hold on.
work on his conditioning. He needs to work on his conditioning. He needs like someone that could teach him how to work on his diet, work on his conditioning, work on his sleeping habits. That's what he needs to work on: his conditioning, his diet, if he wants to get healthy.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the problem with that is the person gotta want. They gotta want to have that. It'll
Good
be one
point.
thing if hey man, we can make these suggestions all day, but AD come on, man, I'm not trying to do none of that. What y'all trying to talk about, man? You know what I'm saying? I can't help it. You heard you saw what the motherfucker said in the Denver game. I'm gonna put it up again. Dude, you mean I say I'll put it up again? What he said in that interview with the LA Times.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not it. This is it right here. So what the fuck you want me to do? When I play, it's a problem. It's a problem when I don't play. At the end of the day, I gotta do what's best for me and how my body feels.
But you got to be
Right.
a grown man, and you got to be a grown man and be determined. You know what I'm saying? And stop listening to these. You don't have to listen to us. We telling you how to do it. But you say I don't want to listen to that. I do what the hell I want. Y'all ain't up in the NBA, but fuck that shit, man. You the one getting hurt. You the one
Mm-hmm.
getting hurt your damn self. You the one fucking up your damn self. So
Yeah, like you say, he doesn't need to listen to us. What he needs to do is, just be yourself. Why I don't like when people compare others. Like when Shannon Sharp compared AD to Giannis. He's not Giannis. All right. What AD needs to be. He needs to learn how to be mentally tough. Like you said, JMJ. He needs to learn how to accept responsibility. He needs to learn how to accept responsibility and needs to learn how to be accountable. I feel AD is not accountable. He needs to learn how to be accountable.
yeah, that's right, man. You know, say AD, you say you talking about what's it called? It seems that to me you stealing money from everybody. You stealing money. You know what I'm saying? We pay our hard-earned money. Go to see your ass, and that's fucked up, man. We need to go
Yeah.
see your ass on that fucking court, man. And that's the part. That's the part I'm messed up with him with AD, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but other than that, man, AD, man,
He doesn't
it's
want it.
time, but it's
He doesn't
time.
want it.
Just like that song said from the Whiners with Teddy Riley. It's time. Time to make that change. You are the person. You could do it. You know what I'm saying? It's time.
Mhm.
It's time, AD. I get tired of seeing you hurt in New Orleans. I get tired of seeing you hurt with the LA Lakers. Yeah, you toughed it
Well,
out with that bubble ring. You toughed it out with that bubble ring. But you just after you got it, like you said, Gideon. When you got that ring, you got you stay hurt,
He got
and
relaxed.
yes, yes, you got relaxed.
no, he didn't get relaxed. He got complacent. He
Yeah,
got
complacent,
complacent.
content.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My apologies, guys. Just trying to intervene, say my little bit of peace. Shout out to everybody on the panel. Shout out to LB, Gideon, and the other individual that's speaking, my elder, and everybody else in the chat. I just want to say, just from one of my friends, he's Derek Williams. If you know who Derek Williams is, from University of Arizona, played for the Lakers, played also for the Timberwolves, played also for the Cavaliers. And to be
Yep.
honest with you, now that he's in the German league, I feel bad how the NBA, he would be a tool now. He could still be utilized off the bench, still get good minutes. But when you look at AD, he doesn't take care of his body,
Nope.
and
Yeah.
that's one thing. What it is it's a lot of body maintenance. And I understand that you have a lot of potential, but you can end up like a Corey Maggette, people that never really reach their potential, their full potential. Yeah, you could be good, but you could be so much better. And it's just like it makes you wonder, what is he doing in the off seasons? What is he doing to prepare for the upcoming season? And we're seeing it.
Well, yeah, you see what he's doing. He's sitting out there playing video games and all that,
He's
interacting
playing
with the fans.
Fortnite,
And then,
Super
but then
Mario.
And that's part of the reason why I got reservations,
too.
because I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, but I'm torn. When you out here, you're not. I mean, you got time to play Fortnite and all that, but you don't got time to work on your game, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the reason why I'm torn on AD. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, but when you're doing little stuff like this and you ain't played ball in 2 months, and
I can't.
kind of,
I feel you. I
I
feel you,
got.
LB. But you got to call it what it is. You're paid to train. You're paid to go to the gym, lift weights, have trainers. You can pay for nutritionists. You're paid to have this, and an exorbitant amount, over what, $190. You're
And
paid to have this.
yeah, to your point, and this is part of the reason why I don't feel no sympathy for him, because all you got to do is shoot a fucking basketball.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not
man.
like
Correct.
where you got to sit up here and study for hours on end and get a cloud security certification just you can land a job at Google or IBM or Microsoft
The
or one
other,
of those other companies, right?
true.
Right. So you
Right.
got to
He's
put hours of studying in just so you could pass an exam, and then you got to put more hours and more hours in. So when you go to the interview and your interviewer asks you about a case study that you did or whatever like that, or hey, show me how this network operates when you put this firewall in, or show me how this or whatever, right?
Yeah. Once you
You
pass
got
the
to be able to
the
do that,
TCP/IP LAN wall and everything, I know a little bit
right?
about that.
Yeah, you got to explain what TCP/IP and UDP and and stateless and stateful firewalls and all that. You got to explain all that in the interview. All AD
Correct.
got to do is pick up a basketball, dribble that bitch, and put it through a hole.
Right.
Right.
Right. And to
And
add to your point, I'm sorry for interrupting. Ever since he got that 5 year, $190 million deal after the bubble ring, I think in his mind, he thinks that he's all good. He thinks that he doesn't need to work on his game. Where's the jump hooks? Where's the floater game? Where's the athleticism that you showed at times in New Orleans? And even in the 2020 season, like I'm not seeing it, man. Like you said, man. I don't like his.
And
He doesn't
so what is
condition his body well.
so my thing is, what does AD stand for? It stand for all day or all donuts?
Oh,
before it
donuts.
was all day. Now it's all donuts right now.
Yeah, ever since you got that 5 year, $190 million. Ever since you got that 5 year, $190 million contract, all you've been doing is eating Dunkin' Donuts and not been willing to put your body on the gym. Come on, man.
I'm
And it's
telling you,
because, remember, he got a really
I'll
great
be
signing
so
bonus. So all that money was up front. Bought a house out here because I live in Southern California. Bought a house out here mansion in Bel Air for like 30 million. So he's already got the cars, the Rolls Royces, the Bentleys. So I mean, you already gave him all the money to go purchase his toys, his living situation. I know he still got money in the bank. So what is he really playing for? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Man, he
He,
need to play for more rings. He
even
need to play
Angel
for more
Wiggins is showing
rings.
more passion. Even Angel Wiggins is showing more passion. Angel Wiggins is showing more heart. Come on, man.
But
Well, see,
at
the
the
thing
same
about
time,
Andrew Wiggins
though,
is one of the it's about a change
go
of
ahead,
scenery
go
for
ahead,
him
LB.
because we all know he's been talented. We all know Andrew Wiggins been talented. He just needed a change of scenery.
Good point. Good point.
He need a scenery where he got to show how to win because he's a talented player. That's why I railed at him for as long as I did and as hard as I did about Andrew Wiggins. I think Andrew Wiggins had potential to be one of the greatest players in history and all that. I mean, yeah, he
Right.
scored average 20 points a game, but you're left with wanting more.
Mm-hmm.
That's why
Right.
I do sort of want the Warriors to win this ring because it will give him at least some. I believe I think he was Rookie of the Year when he was there, and then
Yeah, it
now
was
he was an All
Minnesota.
Star starter. We'll see if he could. I don't think he made an All NBA team yet, but I know he made the All
You
Rookie
know,
first team. Like he did, he does need like a few, like maybe give me two or three All NBA teams. Maybe give me one or two defensive teams. Now you can be barely brought up in the conversation of going to the hall, barely, but at least he's working. He's working in, maybe this change of scenery. Now like left Minnesota, left a few other places. Now, like you see what I mean? A change of scenery, going around, getting around like better players or players with experience that are, sort of that should be on their way to the hall. Isn't that motivation? Shouldn't that
Mm-hmm.
motivate
And
you?
also, Wiggins was willing to be motivated because we have seen some players go to better players and some players still not motivated. But Wiggins was willing to be motivated. He was willing to improve. AD to me is not willing to be motivated.
And you got LeBron right here, who you got an example. Like, as much as we do rail on him, the man says that he spends over $1 million on his body and physique. And I do sort of see it. You mean he's still in the gym. We always see him working out, posting stuff like that. But at least we know he's working out. So it's not like he's
Mm-hmm.
playing around with his money. You know what I mean? Like, at least you see him at cryogenic, doing everything to like reheal his body. Then you see him in the gym lifting weights. Then you see him over here on the court. At least you know what he's gearing up for. Like, what are you
but
doing, Anthony Davis?
right. My thing is, see, at LeBron, at the stage of LeBron's career, he's more than earned the right to take time off.
Mm-hmm.
He's
But
more than
LeBron
earned the right
doesn't
to
though.
take time off.
He has
And
earned the
yeah,
right,
yeah,
but he
right.
hasn't. But
Right,
like
he has
now,
it.
Anthony Davis, if you can see this, and what is he about to be in year 18, 19 right now, LeBron? And you
20.
mean to tell me
Year,
year 20?
yeah,
Okay, year
year
20.
20, year 20.
So now look at what year is Anthony Davis about to be? 11, 11, 10, or 11, 12? Double
Give me
digit
some
years?
time. He
No,
came in 2011,
He
2012. Give me some
year
time.
he came out in
year nine.
2012. So to be
Okay, so
No,
he's about to be
yeah,
in his 10th.
year
So he's
nine.
about to be in his 10th year then.
19 years.
3, 4, 5,
So
6.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
mean you're
Over
half the years of experience. You're
10,
half the
11
years
years.
experience. You know what I mean? You're half the years of experience as LeBron in the NBA, but you see this man working.
He's going
You know
to
what I
his
mean? Even
11th
in the
year
off season.
AD.
No, what'd you say?
He's going to his 11th year AD.
So 11th year AD, but you have an example here of LeBron, who I understand, and I don't think you guys live that too far apart. Like, you know what I mean? But you can see what he's doing to prepare, to get ready, stay in shape. That's not an example of what you need to be doing to prepare for this upcoming season. To go 82 games. Well, we can't even count. I don't think he's ever played 82 games. I probably maybe
Nope.
early. I don't know. So yeah, and
No, he
LeBron,
didn't. No,
he'll give
I
you.
think
no, he did. He
one,
did. He did. He did. He did.
He
He
only
didn't
played
never play
75
82
twice.
games, man. He didn't never play 82 games. You know
Nope.
what I'm saying? The way he be getting hurt, he ain't never played no 82 games.
Nope.
But you said, I mean, LeBron's done it a few times. Went to the playoffs, even though
No,
I
he
think it
did
might
it
have been
one
early.
time.
No, LeBron did it
LeBron
once.
James
He only
one
did it
time.
once.
Once.
That was in 2018. He only did it once, LeBron, 2018.
Okay, I mean that's still something, but he's still got. I mean, of course, I could take a few games off, things like that, but not when you know what I mean with a person like AD, where how many seasons have you been in the league and how many games have you played? Like that, you got
Right.
to make that money make sense. Like, why am I paying you this exorbitant amount of money, but I can only get you for 50 something games, like possible 60, maybe at the most. You know what I mean?
Maybe even 70 if he have a chance.
Shoot, we're gonna have to, dude. That means he's got to be in the ice bath. He's gonna be working with the train, you know. But is
Hmm.
he doing that? Is he doing that? We don't know. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Man,
That's
I'm
major.
tell y'all this. I'm gonna tell you this. What's your name? Is that house? Is that house up in the chat? You know what I'm saying?
No,
Is
that's not
that
Hoss.
house?
That's not Hoss.
Oh, okay,
No,
okay, okay.
that's
But
that's the brother
this
Terry Scoot.
AD. Oh, Terry Smoot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry
Yes, sir.
about that,
No,
sir.
no, no.
You know what I'm saying?
It's all good. I
Every
think you
time
might
we
be.
hear
I think you're
voices,
probably.
man.
I think you're older than me. That's why I was calling you elder because I'm only 31. That's why I was giving you the respect of being elder. You know what I mean?
Man, that's very much respect, man. I respect LB. You know what I'm saying? I respect all the people that I subscribe to on YouTube. But I'm gonna tell you this, man. These people, these players right here can't be like a Robert Parrish or AC Green. Can be the Iron Man of the
Right.
doggone NBA. You know what I'm saying? They don't do that. They don't do that no more. They
Correct.
don't do that no
I think
more.
it's because of that money, because of the larger contracts that are given out nowadays compared to back then. You know, people can. I mean, I don't want to pull the Ben Simmons out, but you see what I mean? Like a lot
Hmm.
of players, they're just sitting on a lot of that money, which they know is guaranteed, and then they have businesses, every life outside of basketball. LeBron, you can already see he made over $1 billion doing this with endorsements, playing, image rights, everything else like that. But that
Fuck
took time,
Christmas
that took
commercials
effort,
too.
that took work. What is Anthony Davis doing? You know what I mean? Like that's why I'm like, with me personally, I can't give him no pass when shoot, I'm a common man. I'm making 22, 23 an hour. I'm a common man. This man has signed a fatty contract making over $37 million
5 year,
a year.
$190
How
million contract. Yep.
and how are you not in shape, physically prepared to go through 82 games? I understand a basketball season is what, 3.5, maybe 4 months, but you know what I mean. Like you're paid so much amount of money to have nutritionists, people that'll work you out. You can go to any Laker, you can go to the Laker facility, put up 1,000 jump shots a day. Like that's no problem. That should be the minimum. Working on post moves. Why isn't he doing that? Given the money that the organization has presented you with. That's my question.
It's ridiculous to be AD. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, if you're
And
sitting there
man,
playing
this
video games, you give off a really bad perception, though. You really do give off a really bad perception
And also
of
his
all that. So
defense
that's
hasn't
why when
wasn't the same this year too.
It sort of dropped
Sterling
off.
Young,
His
what's up, man?
defense
Long
did
time
sort of
no see,
drop
man.
off.
How you been?
I've been good, LB. How y'all doing?
What's going on?
Doing
What's
good.
up, sir? How you doing?
Thank you, good
how you
sir.
doing, sir? There, man. Salute.
Mhm.
All right,
Go
Sterling
ahead.
Young, what you got on this whole AD dynamic?
I mean, it's not surprising because you have to because people know who are quote unquote Laker fans be like, oh, look at his stats, but it don't mean nothing without the proper context. Like he's been injured in the
Right.
past his whole career. Despite his decline in mid-range, his defense got worse, and he's 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 playing horrible, you know, because and because his shots from he shot 34, 36 from mid range past 2 seasons. His 3 point shooting dropped from 26 to 18. His free throw dropped from like 84% the first year and went to
To like 71% this year.
past 2 seasons. Yeah, it's career low. His paint efficiently even dropped from 51.6 to 40.5 this season. Because in back of my season, like he put up career lows in a couple national categories. And even his defense even took a major step back. Not to mention he missed all over the full season for the past 2 seasons. He has plenty of time off. No one wants no one wants to hear has he shot a ball too much. All we want to know is can he is you gonna play or not? Is you gonna be in or out? Because you wasting our time. You wasting our time here. You got a
To
new
me,
coach.
to me personally, I think he's got to be forced. Like he's still under contract. Like, and that's a big. He's making 30 something million this year. What do you mean? I shouldn't even question. Are you in or you out? You know what I mean? That's that. You're taking up maybe three people's. Like if I could sign him, that's the equivalent of maybe two or three people. So he should automatically be in. Just
Yeah,
to
80's making
give you some.
37 million next season. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
come on, he's got to
because
automatically be in.
yeah, he got you because now you got a coach, you got assistant coach Rasheed Wallace, and you know how Rasheed is. Rasheed ain't gonna take that mess. I ain't gonna hear that BS from me.
Yeah, it was disrespectful what AD said. It was disrespectful because it's like it says to me that hey, I'm not willing to improve my game, and the problem with AD, he's not willing, like I said, to accept responsibility and willing to see his flaws. Yes, it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay, but he has to, work on your free throws, put more arc in your free throws, work on your post moves. There's no way you should be shooting 19, 18% from three. Why are you still shooting those? Like, use your athleticism, fly to the basket, man. And your defense, he's not. You gotta protect the rim. I'm not seeing that as much this season though. This time he's getting beat off the dribble. Remember in the 2021 playoffs, he got destroyed by DeAndre Ayton at times though, and Devin Booker on drives, and Cameron Payne and Mikal Bridges. Come on, man. If Chris Paul was fully healthy, he would have put AD on an island, man. It's sad, man.
Yeah, it definitely is because you know why he hasn't worked out because he's an injury prone. Like I said, he's been injury prone for a couple of years because he played 40 games this past season. Like you said, he should be in the gym shooting, getting healthy, getting that mindset.
Hang on.
Yeah,
I was gonna say personally he should be in the gym. That doesn't mean doing anything extraneous, like just getting your shot up, just working
yeah,
on form. Just doing maybe a little back down and a little Dirk knee fadeaway. That doesn't mean exert a lot of energy. That's me getting a rhythm, getting my shot down, seeing what I need to improve on, getting the comfortability down. Like you can get that all day with you have the people that are work you out there.
Yeah, AD man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he doing out there, eh, but AD needed what's it called? Work on this game. Keep his health straightened out. You know what I'm saying? You could wear a doggone knee pad with a Stone Cold Steve Austin leg brace and an elbow. You know what I'm saying? You could take that up and put an elbow pad on it. So with his head, his back, and all that stuff. Put the ace bandages on it. But AD been, with his health, man. I just hope he could last this long. He could last longer, at least 15 years, man. Another 5 years, so he could be up in that game. You know what I'm saying? So you know,
I feel you.
Terry.
No, I feel you, Elder. It's just like with me, my sport in college, I was a track and field athlete. So, we're year round. Even when our seasons are done, we still got to stay in shape to prepare for fall conditioning that's going to come in August, September. Even though the season might end in like June, you still got to stay in shape, at least work out. If some people want to work the pretty muscles, do all the bench press curls and everything, that's cool. But guess what's going to happen? August, September, let's start our reps. Let's start getting ready for the next season. Like, where's that mentality? I know he did it in college. I know he did it in a few places. Don't let me see that contract has affected you and it influenced you to the point where, I got guaranteed money, big signing bonus. Now, like, now you're slowing down. You're not really working as hard. And I've seen it a few times.
um, to
Yeah,
me,
I
I
think
would,
that might be the case though.
yeah,
I think
to
that
me,
contract, that fully guaranteed contract,
mm,
man, I'm gonna go ahead and do what I do now. I ain't gotta do shit.
I
That's
mean,
almost on some borderline
I
Zion
wouldn't
Williams. If
say,
they give Zion Williams that big contract, you already know he's out the league. He's almost out the league, dude. Because how much weight has he got to lose and then come back in shape and all that stuff? Like, you see what I mean?
yeah, I mean, he never really did hard like since in college. He only played 1 year in college, just 1 year, and that was it. And to me, like he has to work on his body, make sure he's healthy and healed. That's completely fine, but he has time to get it done. The problem comes down is how much time does he have for shooting and working, getting his numbers percentage back up. because it's down horrendously. Because because it's sad seeing him declining in this.
Hmm. He was an MVP
Yeah.
candidate in 2020,
Yeah.
and yep,
So we talking about a guy who's missed the playoff and didn't play for most of the season,
Right,
and
right.
that's a problem coming from your second big star from the Lakers.
right, right. It got so bad that even Dejounte Murray from the Spurs had way more heart, and even the Spurs got into the play-in. That's a problem if you're the Lakers. The Spurs got to the play-in, and the Clippers without Kawhi and PG got to the play-in over you. That's a problem if you're the Lakers. And even the Pelicans without Zion and Ingram missed a lot of games got to the play-in. That's a problem if you're the
No,
Lakers,
they
man.
got to the first round. They got to the first round and gave
Playoffs. They got to
Phoenix.
the playoffs. My fault.
They got to the playoffs and gave Phoenix a little bit of run for their money.
And they almost knocked off the Suns. They almost did.
True.
Yeah,
True.
yeah. So the Lakers, man, what the Lakers have to do if they want to become a title contender, this team is 3-D guys. This team needs a point guard that knows to run the show, but can, create their own shot. LeBron, even though he had a great scoring season, he needs to show leadership. Anthony Davis needs to be willing, like I said, to be the head of the snake and needs to be willing to change his game. And this team needs to just, move the ball, swarm on the perimeter, rotate on defense, and they got to be better in the clutch. The Lakers were one of the worst teams in the clutch last season,
Right. It was.
That's true. Can we do them like the NFL? Can I restructure some of that contract so I can get some of this money recouped back? Because you know
That's
what I
right.
mean. Can we do it like that?
What
I
the
got to
NFL
restructure that
doing right
contract.
now, man. If you get hurt real bad, it's gonna be a point to that. It's gonna be a point to that, with the NFL. I don't even watch the NFL. I'll be looking at. I'll be look. I said, man, I ain't stunned that. You know what I'm
Those are
Well,
cutthroat. Those are. I have a few friends that were in the NFL that I played high school with, and then I met them in track when I was over here at UC Riverside. Saw him at Oregon. Saw him at Arizona State. My boy Eddie
mm,
Pleasant. He played for Houston Texans and everything else like that. He got some deals. He got good signing bonuses. But he was telling me about people when you underperform, like what's his name, Devere Posey. He got drafted from there, and another dude, Mr. Couton. I guess they ended up getting their contracts restructured because the numbers didn't add up. You know what I mean? So NBA, you guys can adopt that rule too.
uh, for the Lakers, this would if they in order them to get back in the playoff, they had to get rid of some of these old players. They had to get rid
Yeah,
of
the team needs to get
Wayne
younger. Yeah.
Bazemore, Wayne Ellington, Kendrick Nunn. All these players, they gotta get rid of them, and you gotta get a solid wing and big man that could play defense.
Hmm.
Boy Howard's not it. He, he's getting older.
The next thing is do the Lakers mind doing like Joe LaCobb and Golden State? They already said they're willing to go into the luxury tax for success. Is Jeannie
Right.
Buss and the organization, are you willing to continue to shell out the money for potential success? Because the Warriors, now we can see it, that with that money and that investment that Joe LaCobb and them did up there with Golden State,
Hmm.
even though they got money up there, like you see how they can start to see and reap the benefits. Are you willing to do that, Jeannie Buss, in the organization?
Right. 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 Right.
He's
Right.
not gonna do it
Hey,
because
y'all need to trade that nigga back to Cleveland.
James.
I don't
Salute
think.
everybody.
What up, James? What
Hey,
up,
What up,
James?
James?
Anthony Davis,
So
bro.
James,
This dude here, man. I don't know what they look. How long he ain't touched a basketball? And how
April
long?
it's
5th.
April 5th
Two
So
against
months?
that's like around
I think it's like 2 months, two and some change.
But that's too long. Cause I ain't gonna lie. I got a lot of respect for Shannon, just a little bit after what he said today. I think he been listening to us because back in the days when we used to say Anthony Davis wasn't this injuries, he not working on his game, not eating right, take care of his body. He just out there for the money. You can tell these players like that. So now Shannon won't cook the nigga because he letting your goat down there. That's your goat, Shannon. That ain't our goat. That nigga a lamb or a sheep to me. But I just look at it different because these players today, when you look at it, salute everybody. My bad. This
So
nigga making me mad though, bro,
I feel you,
because
James.
I watched
Okay.
this nigga for 5 years in New Orleans do the same shit to my city. Now, if you want to be honest, we've been saying Dwight Howard deserved that top 75 list. So what makes Anthony Davis' resume more special than Dwight Howard? See what I'm saying? Like that's how you could tell it's about
Shit, we
media
already knew.
focus.
Dwight
It's
Howard took
about
him and Jameer Nelson to the damn
Together though.
NBA Finals by
James.
yeah,
himself.
it's about the
Yeah.
narrative that they're pushing with some of these players. They've been pushing Anthony Davis since he was a freshman in Kentucky. He was the number one
right.
draft pick. They've been trying to push this dude to be great. But if you don't have it, you don't have it. That's why I like David Stern, RIP to David Stern. Let these dudes get their shit out the mud and let the people speak. The people supposed to be the voice of who you is. That's why when you look at all the old school type players, they never crowned themselves as the best in their era to go. They let the fans do it. Everybody respected AI too, whether he got there the right way, whether he lost when he got there, whatever. They respected his game, what he brought forward. Now you mean tell me you got Andre Drummond losing a toenail, coming back with a cast on his two big toes, and you can't play not one game in the playoffs when you've been sitting out down there half of the year, 40 plus games? That's not right, buddy.
42.
You quitting on your team. The man got you over there to be a second piece, and you ain't nothing but a fucking chicken wing without the meat on the bone. That's not right, bro. That's
Didn't
not
they
right.
also
So
have?
they
Didn't they
selling you
also have
straight bones
Anthony?
with no meat.
They also had Anthony Davis's roadie, DeMarcus Cousins. Remember, they had him for a brief stint.
I
They had
think
a
that
lot of
he
roadies
got a
over there.
bad shake because of AD though. AD the one was pushing him in New
But that
Orleans.
DeMarcus
But
Cousins
remember
that
when
tore
Boogie
his
came to New
when he
Orleans and he turned that franchise around? He helped AD a whole lot. And when Boogie went down, AD became the AD that we all know him to become. So
but we
it's
saw what
system.
happened with Boogie.
Cherry Claw.
That Achilles tendon. That's no joke for a big man, 6'10", 6'11" with that
Right, he
weight.
was never the
We
same
can under,
player.
I
but we
agree. I
saw
agree.
that. We
I agree.
saw that. That's why I'm like, I got to give
Mhm.
him at least. You know what I mean? If he
Right.
didn't have that injury, man, you already know. Come on, man. And they went to the second round with Drew Holiday and them. Go. You know what I mean? That team
That
was good, but
delicacy, who
injuries.
knows?
Hey man,
If
y'all
Boogie
out of
did,
pocket
Mid
today, man. This shit
Mirror
crazy, dog.
Tich Kevin from Chicago too. You know what I'm saying? It
Man,
got
AD
Mirror
weak,
Tich,
man. I told y'all. I'm gonna
coming
tell you what
from
his kryptonite is. Look at that eyebrow. He need to cut that shit. Ain't nobody bombing no eyebrows connected
that's
like
You the
the
wrong with
second.
railroad
Hey,
You the
y'all
track.
boys
second.
out of
You the
pocket,
second
man.
one that said that.
Real talk, bro.
man.
It's crazy,
He's
dog.
an Alpha
AD
to a
ain't.
unibrow, man. You know what I'm saying, James? You need to cut
You
that
think that shit
unibrow
look
out.
cute, bitch? You
Trying to be
hairy
like
like a
Alpha
motherfucker. You look
Kobe
like a
80s.
old broke down chia pet. Bitch, cut that shit off your face.
right,
Yeah.
right.
But you know what, AD, he need to get it together, man. You know what I'm saying? You
Hey,
got one thing, and start giving me two or three or four or five, just like Dennis Rodman, just like John Sally, just
Yeah, he
like
got to play more games,
and
JMJ. You're right. He got to play way more games than he's giving right now. The last 4 5 years, Anthony Davis been injury prone, and that's not no coincidence. Nah, whatever he's doing, like y'all been talking about on all these platforms. Salute to everybody covering the stories like the real supposed to. I don't think Anthony Davis taking that shit serious like he should.
all
And
right,
when you're not
yo,
taking
yo,
it serious,
yo,
it is what it
James,
is.
James. First of all, salute to the panel. Shout out to LB. This is wait, what
What's up?
lightning?
Wait, what,
Shout out.
huh? I
What's
know your
good?
name. That's why
What's
your
good?
name.
What's
Wait,
good?
what, huh?
Shout out to the
I'm
Tampa
waiting
Bay
to say, huh?
Lightning getting back to
And
the
what?
Stanley Cup. But anyways, I think y'all out of pocket today about AD, man. Listen, bro, the man
Boy, here
is
come a
coming.
jock
Like
strap, sister.
I think, like the man said, he's trained 6 weeks before training camp to get back and like, come on, bro, like let the man live.
Man,
You
you
know what I'm
got one
saying? He come,
excuse
he
What do
for
come
you?
a
What do
coming
thousand
off.
you
injuries,
got?
man.
But
Get out of
wait.
here.
Hold
Wait,
on.
what, huh?
I think
You
y'all
got the
forgetting
right name.
I can't give you that even because I
That's
have
what I'm
friends who are
saying. You
when the
professional
last
tripping.
time y'all
athletes.
boys been in training
When you're
camp, man?
paid
That's out of pocket, man.
$37 million a
Get
year,
him, big
how
dog.
hard is it? When you're paid $37 million a year, more than my
Bro,
NFL
you
friends
pocket
that are in
watching,
the
bro. Come on,
NFL.
don't do that, bro. I thought we were grown men. I thought the OGs don't never pocket
Okay,
watch.
so
Come on,
when
what
you're
you
a
doing, bro?
professional,
The
professional
first thing came
athlete,
out your mouth is his money. What you doing?
when you're a professional athlete, how hard is it to continue to stay in shape, work with nutritionists, and work on your game in the off season? How hard is that?
Yo, have you not paid attention that the last couple of years, with the season being with the jab itself, fucked up a lot of things, bro. It fucked up a lot of training and a
Boy, it
lot of
sound
stuff,
like
bro. You seen a
excuse. Wait,
lot of
what, huh?
injuries
Chill out,
over the
man. Don't bring up
season
no
and the
jab,
last
man.
So
Don't
couple
do
you
that.
years.
you can't
I'm
so
just
you
saying,
can't
bro. The
independently
season hasn't got
You ain't
independently
seen
go
that
to
when
the
they won
gym.
that
Can't
championship in that
independently
bubble,
work
talking
on
about the
your own.
fucking jab.
Yeah,
Stop
Did you
that
Watch
shit,
know?
man.
videos on
Hey,
your
keep it
own.
a buck. Did you know this
Yes,
gonna be the first?
man.
They're gonna be like the
Yes,
first all season
yes.
that everybody really get an all season. Did you not
No,
realize
it's
that?
not.
Because yes, it did. Cause last year was a little too tight, bro. Come on, bro. The
They
finals ended a
still had
little
the
late.
full rest
Come
though.
on,
because
bro.
Listen,
You
they
knew
they
still
that.
had
only
the
played
full rest.
Come
72
on,
games
man.
last year.
72
I think they
games
played,
last year, man.
but
Come
that's
on,
10
bro.
off from a regular season. So
Hey,
10
hold on,
games
hold
is
on,
going to
hold
make
on,
that
hold
much
on.
of a
Hey,
difference.
Hold on,
still, bro.
last
It wasn't.
this
It
year they
wasn't.
played the
It
full
wasn't a
82.
repetition, bro.
That's
This
what
year
I'm
they
It's
saying,
played the
more
full
LB.
games.
82
But they
They
played
games.
played the
82
full
this
Makes
year,
a
so
82.
lot
you
of
see,
teams
man.
stronger. For example, my Brooklyn Nets, as a Brooklyn Nets supporter, not a fan, as a supporter, if my team would have had 10 more games with that fucking lineup, we'd be further than what we did. The
You
fact
be
that
They
they
out
had
of
don't
the whole
playoffs.
understand 10
82
games
games. LB, get this dude, bro.
shed it
Get it.
off is
Oh
a matter of
god.
You
fact, a
come in with
mannerism. You
excuses.
know what I'm saying? You got to stop it, bro.
Listen, they had
I know
82
I come
games
in
this
with a
year. Wait,
lot of
what, huh?
putting things into certain
Oh,
situations,
oh,
bro.
wait, oh, wait,
You know what I'm
oh,
saying?
wait, huh?
But
They had 82 games this year, bro. That's the full season. You got your proper rest, dog. Only the
Bro.
first two seasons, the bubble rank and the condensed season the year after that, they played 62 and 72. This year was 82 games. No excuses for that dude,
But
man.
listen, but we talking about AD who got injured after the
I don't give
goddamn
a fuck if
finals,
we were talking
and then
about
going into
AP.
that
The
next
nigga
season
soft.
compounded injury again in the first round, and then the following year got injured. So he got enough time now,
So
not
from the
being
first
rushed
round,
back.
so from the first round when you lost against Phoenix to then, that's not enough time for you to recoup and rework on
Wait,
your
wait, wait, wait,
game.
wait. Hold on. For the fact that, all right, first of all, a lot of y'all niggas out of pocket.
You
And
got to
since
answer
you out of
that. You
pocket,
got to
let me
answer
talk.
that, homie.
Listen,
You got to
real
answer that,
talk.
bro.
Listen. When AD was healthy, did he not have backup? Yes or no? And when I meant backup, he had a backup lineup. He had a backup center. He had a lot of motherfucking big size behind him, not over exalting him to the point that he gonna get fucking injured, prone. It's because of Rob Pelinka, that type of nigga. All this other shit that
I
y'all not
know
paying
you're not
attention.
blaming the GM for
Y'all
AD's
saving,
injury.
y'all
He's not
saving
even the
another
coach. What?
master
You
because
blaming the
What?
y'all love him.
GM
This
for
is
a
crazy,
player's
bro. Shout
injury.
out to AD, man. He gonna get healthy. He got 6 weeks before the training camp. He gonna get in training mode.
Six
Niggas need
weeks
to
ain't
stop, bro.
enough.
Niggas
6
need
weeks.
stories.
6 weeks ain't
That shit was
enough.
lame, bro.
Fuck, man.
That shit
Six
was lame
weeks
as
ain't
fuck.
enough.
That was lame
It
as
takes
Hold
a
on,
fuck.
hold
week
on,
and a
hold on,
half to
hold on.
get the soreness
That's
out.
trash,
Hey,
man.
hold on. Let me enter the floor for real quick. So I want to get this timeline right, right? So Lakers when they got eliminated in the first round in like April, right?
It
Last year
was
against the
actually
Phoenix Suns,
around like June, I think. Around like June. Be-
or the playoffs started late.
yeah.
No, it didn't because 72 games. Oh no, they started in December. That's what it was. They started in
It
December
started
because the
December
first
twenty
game was on
second. Yeah.
Christmas night, or first game was around Christmas time. So I said, so okay, so you had June, right? So you had June, July, August, September. Season picked back up in October.
hmm
So that's not enough time for him to recuperate, get his game working out. Okay, he got hurt. He only played in 40 games in this season right here, right? So you had April, May, June, right? And then you
hmm
got July, August, September is when they report for training camp. October is when the season ramps back up again. So he would have damn near 7, 8 months to recuperate and get himself right.
You
Wait,
right
what?
about that, LB.
Thank
Got
you,
where
LB,
you
for
where you
breaking
at
that
now?
down,
You
LB.
you got
Thank you.
you got
can
him.
do that.
Where's the young homie? He's
The
got to stick up for
Yo,
military
that.
can
listen.
do that.
That's why he gonna show up this season.
No,
That's why I'm
no.
saying
The
all the
military
talk
can make you
is
do that,
crazy.
LB.
He gonna show the
Yes,
fuck
he
up.
will.
He gonna be AD top 3 big man in the season. Believe that. I'm calling it now. You know what I'm saying?
Really.
Out of pocket, all y'all. Y'all in
You
the
just
moment.
trying to
That's
We
you
y'all
out of
just trying
problem.
to
pocket.
start
Out of
controversy.
Out of,
You
pocket.
ain't
out of
about to
We
pocket
start
out
is
of
He's
that.
pocket.
actually
he's trying to be a
facts.
You know,
contrarian.
hey,
He's
hey,
being a
James Harden,
contrarian
hey,
right
Giving
now.
you
I,
the
No,
I,
I ain't
I,
gonna
facts.
lie.
I
You
Go
love
talking
the,
out,
all
baby.
the
I
names
love
you
the
want in the
contrarians,
world
man.
because you
That
got
would make the
offended.
channel grow. I love the contrarians, man. You know, you always got
Wait,
to be
what,
one
huh,
guy that's
fam?
got
You
to be a
know that, but he
contrarian.
tripping right now. He said the same shit about Brooklyn and where they got
hmm
their ass swept. I got the Bronx still outside my bed.
Yo,
hmm
listen. Like I said, we lost to a great team that went through woes. during the season and actually came up from it and became on the striking end.
Whoa.
We had started. I started
LB, you hear this nigga? LB, you hear this dude?
Let me get 2 seconds. I
Go ahead,
started
Wade. Go ahead.
barely even started over 7 games. So the familiarity wasn't there on the court. Y'all know that, bro. Y'all know that.
You should have took the jabby jab.
Daily. Come on, bro.
Should have took the jabby jab.
What else? Kyrie for not taking the vaccine.
He's a former inside man, bro. So you got an inside man playing you against a young, hungry, strong team ready for whatever, and they went through their woes. They trust each other like the back of their hands. Come on, bro.
I feel like this with AD. He been injury prone since New Orleans. James noticed he been injury prone when he was in the Pelicans. I think my issue with him is being scheduled with his workout, because it's the same off-season workout that hasn't helped him playing the entire season for most of the career. He should probably switch it up, because now
the same workout that won a championship. That's crazy.
What you said?
That's the same workout that won him a championship, but that's crazy.
Hey, come on, man. Stop that, bro. I ain't gonna let you do that. Go ahead, SY.
You mean that Disney ring? Okay.
Oh, you got it, bro.
My main issue is everybody's main issue with AD is his health. He can't get healthy.
Oh, SY, let me ask you a question before you finish, since Wade was gonna say some dumb shit like that. And I ain't disrespecting you, but I'm just saying that's some dumb shit you just said. Why? Hold up. Why when AD went to LA the first year, all the injuries that he had, LeBron pushed that nigga through that shit? What was the difference between the second year and this year?
LeBron James not actually
You're
focusing
stuttering,
on the
man.
game.
You know what I'm saying? You
Everybody say, I used to stutter. I broke out that shit though.
CD right here, man.
Nah, I'm just saying,
Hey,
bro.
you better get your
LeBron James
iPad.
focus on Russell Westbrook game instead of AD game.
Hey, you better get
Come
that
on,
CD
bro.
cleaned up. That shit got some scratches on it.
Why are you mentioning Russell Westbrook? Why are you mentioning Russell Westbrook when we're talking about another man's health? Why did you mention Russell
That's what I'm saying. I say LeBron helped him get through those injuries by pushing him.
Yeah.
But he brought up a whole nother topic. That's what they do.
Let me answer the brother.
I'm saying that I'm questioning his skills and his health, and also his skills, because when he had those injuries, it's affected a lot on his shooting percentage. Not on his shoots with his free throws and all that, and it affected his defensively.
All 3 years, his numbers went down since that bubble ring.
It's not
free throws and 3-point.
He didn't have that problem with the Lakers. He had that problem when he was in the Pelicans.
The reason I brought up Russell Westbrook. The reason why I brought up Russell Westbrook, because they traded away assets that can get the backup that AD need to be able to stay healthy on the court. I think y'all out of pocket. It's so crazy that y'all allowing Rob Pelinka, who's an agent, don't know strategy, allow a trade to happen. Why? Because now you putting AD at the front as your only big man, and Dwight Howard at the time wasn't getting no type of runs as improperly needed. So they put him at the 5 when he told you he can't be great at the 5 because the situation of bang bang. You know what I'm saying? But no, what you gonna do? You still put him at the 5. So you put your product in a situation that it cannot succeed, and now you blaming the product. It don't make sense. Put him in a position where he can win. You seen it. Stop the cap. And
listen, New Orleans did that, and he got his ass smoked against fucking Golden State. Draymond had that bitch in HOD. The Raymond. And you could talk about the numbers he put up in that series, but they was not impactful. That's the only thing I'm trying to get you to understand, Wade. When you said that's all, folks, you ran your ass to the role player. He pushed you through that first season. You had the same amount of injuries. You was going down the same extensive time, but you was playing through that shit. So you got a bubble ring. You got satisfied because you got a taste of that 211. That's all they served you was 211. You didn't even have a fucking parade. So now you don't want to work on your game. You're always injury prone. you got a gut on you, and you still don't want to cut that unicorn off your face. Boy, get out of here.
Yeah, that Mardi Gras shit.
At the end of the day, he's not in the gym working on his game. Can we just say that? He's not in the gym right now working on his game.
The man went from 33 to 29 and 19% from behind the arc. He went from 85, 74, and 71 from the free throw line. What are we talking about? That's decline to me. That's straight decline.
Yeah, that is.
Like I said, man, watch this season, bro. That's all I gotta say, bro. I'm not even.
I've been watching the last 2 seasons. Ain't nothing but a rerun to me.
When I hear out pocket shit, I gotta come on in here with a cape because it's bullshit. I gotta be a hero sometimes because I don't like this type of
Man,
Like
be
this
a
type of
hero to
talk,
your
bro.
own
It don't make
team.
sense.
Help them get that broom off that side of my bed. That's all I need you to do. Don't be
Hey,
talking
yo.
about no other team.
So when we be the dangerous team coming into next season, don't say nothing, bro. I promise you, bro. That shit gonna
Hold
be
up, who is
crazy.
we? You with the Lakers now?
No, I'm talking about the Brooklyn, bro.
We
The
ain't talking
broom,
about
bro.
them. We talking about this
Hey,
bitch ass
oh,
nigga on the screen
you
right
said
here.
something about a broom next to you. That's why I
Look,
responded.
look. I accept the fact that AD's not an alpha. He's not a lead player on the contender team.
Fact.
He heart does a burn to beat the best.
He's just a solid
Like
number
that
two.
championship you talking about that first year, I think he moved more by excitement by being with the most glamorous team in the NBA and playing with
Fact.
LeBron
Then
rather than
adrenaline
all
rush.
competition. But now that he has that ring in that match contract, it's a whole humming at the office.
Remember I
Because
said that? That's why them niggas get that money and they get content with their position. They don't work on their game. Look at the Raymond.
So
Boy,
so
got
that's why.
$100 million and can't get 5 points, man. Come on, man.
So that's why when
because
before
hold
the
up, but
that's why before
but
DeMarcus
people
Cousins got
prefer
hurt,
him. People
they
prefer
wasn't a
him to
contender
play at
team.
the center exclusively because you need Lakers need a true stretch forward, particularly in the 4 and out one offense. You have too many non-outside shooters as of now.
And then let me give him a couple
Unless
of
y'all
props
change
right
that
quick.
up,
I
unless the Lakers change it up and get a big man defender that can help AD. It's not Westbrook.
Bro, I've
They
been
need
saying that
another
for
big
like
I
30
do I
defender.
minutes
do
straight.
agree with Wade
It's
what
crazy.
said though. They stagnated the White Howard so much compared to the bubble. He got more burn in that first year, helping to win that championship than he did this year when they know AD Terry Clough. So I do agree with him on that aspect of what he's saying because there ain't nowhere in the world the White Howard wasn't supposed to get that much burn on AD into the prom.
But James, the only thing I want to add to that is he was blaming Palinka. Why was he coming at the head coach Vogel?
Why would you blame the GM for an injury?
Because
That's
I'm
what
talking
Yeah,
about
why,
what
why?
Palinka.
That's why I was
I'm
asking
talking
him.
about
Why
what
is he kept
Palinka
bringing up
allowed with the
Palinka?
Russell Westbrook trade, bro.
I don't get it. Why would you blame the
Because you
GM
need
for the guy's injury when
not
this man
only you
been
allow.
injured for
Hold on, hold
his
on,
whole career?
hold on. You cannot deny that the best backup center at this moment is Jerry McGee. And you allow him to get away, bro. Stop the cap, bro. Stop that shit, bro. It wasn't even
But hold
about
up, wait,
Dwight
what? You
Howard is
know
a
you can't
great
bring
three.
everybody
Dwight
back. Name
Howard's
a
a
team
great
that
three,
brought
bro.
everybody back. He must when Golden State signed Kevin Durant. They came down there with a different team every year,
Yeah,
or as
but that's
basic
but
role
no,
players,
no, 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 no.
not their
But the
main
core
core though.
pieces. Come on, bro. They kept Sean Livingston. They kept Andre Iguodala. We ain't
Now
talking
they
about the
let
stars,
Livingston go
bro.
at
We
some
talking about
point.
the necessary pieces that you needed.
Yeah.
And them necessary pieces was McGee and motherfucking KCP at times. You needed those two at least.
So you
I
didn't
think
need
that
Danny Green.
Caruso.
You didn't
Outside
need
your stars,
Rajon
bro.
I
Rondo. You
think
didn't need
Caruso
Danny
hurt them
Green,
more.
Rajon Rondo. You didn't need them.
Yeah,
I
Rajon.
didn't say you don't need them, but them two main pieces as a consistent flow. Danny Green, you know that, bro. Stop it. And then Rondo,
What do you
he didn't
mean?
even show you nothing in the following year. Stop the cap.
He ain't
But
get no
then
burn.
Uh,
They did him what they
KCP
did to
though.
White Howard. Wait, what?
KCP is a shooter. He gonna
Oh,
give you
wait,
his
yeah,
what?
see,
speed.
he's not. He's not.
They
He's
did
not even
Rondo
being
the
honest.
same
You
thing
got
they
to
did
start
with
being
the White
honest,
Howard.
homie. You got to start being honest.
I've been
If you're
truthful. Fuck honest.
no,
I've
you
been
have
truthful
not.
this whole time, nigga. Ain't no lies coming out my mouth. I'm giving you timeline, nigga.
No,
You ain't
hold
really
up.
know
Oh,
the
You,
wait,
man.
what? Oh, wait, what? We ain't
Come on.
saying you lying, but I'm saying they did the same thing to Rondo. They sent him to the Clippers, got him back, still ain't use him, knowing he was an integral piece in that bubble to help them win because of the veteran leadership, the championship experience he already had with Boston during those runs. Why him at the White House not getting that burn? So I do agree with you on that. But some of that got something to do with the player who put that team together. We not talking about him. We just talking about this unicorn right here. I ain't never seen a unicorn in real life. That's why I know this shit ain't gonna work.
Like I said, my dog finna come into the season dominating, give you 25, 10, and I'm gonna say something out of pocket. 3 assists. Watch it.
You said
Watch
three
Yeah,
it.
assists?
yeah, but we're about to
Hold
see
up,
the whole
who you say gonna
Hey,
have 3 assists, LB?
we're about to see the whole
you said
season. Then.
against AD supposed to have 3 assists, man.
That's big numbers, huh? That's Draymond Green numbers sound like.
Nah, Draymond Green be bullshit, man.
So
As
hold
Now
up.
look at his
Oh, yeah.
rebound. Hey, I want y'all to see something,
Draymond
right?
Green be
I want y'all to
bullshit.
see something. I want y'all to see his rebounding numbers, right?
Oh yeah, it went
His
down.
last 3 years. That's unacceptable for a man of AD stature.
Facts.
Bro.
That's Brooke
When you got
Lopez
Wiggins
type
out here getting
numbers.
18 to 18, how Wiggins getting more
Yes,
boards than you?
Wiggins has 16
That's
rebounds a
Brooke
game for
Lopez type
himself.
of numbers, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, my man gonna drop 25, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, guarantee it.
Even only 10 rebounds is kind of shameful for AD.
Shit, I want
Bro,
to shake.
he's working
I
back
want
to
to shake his
himself,
hand for
bro.
that
He's
bet.
working
I
back
want
to
to
his
shake his hand for
dominance,
that
bro.
bet.
Watch. Come on, bro.
Yeah, he betting off emotions. He gonna be broken homeless
Nah,
fucking with AD.
no,
I'm still,
no, it ain't.
I'm not going to shot because we all know
I'm
he's
looking at
gonna
the
play.
time
He's gonna
of
Spare
play.
run with the
change.
I
injury.
already know about
Spare
AD. AD's gonna
change.
play like what 12 or 10 or
Might well
12
get him a
games, and
sign
then all of
ready.
a
Go
sudden
put him
he's
on
gonna
side
get
one of the
injured,
freeways. He
and he's gonna go
panhandling
back
right now.
missing.
Will work
And,
for food.
man, oh man. But please
Boy,
don't
say I
say
would
that.
work for AD,
Please.
huh? He working for AD. He trying to talk for a nigga who ain't got it. That's
Yeah.
fucked up.
Nah, I'm
It's
just
still
saying.
gonna
I'm
be
just
the
saying.
same thing. He's gonna play what 10 to 15 games, gonna get hurt, and come back,
Wow,
play multiple
out of
games,
pocket.
get hurt. He's gonna miss like 2 weeks a game. Then boom, when it close to the playoff, boom, he gets hurt, and then
He
we might
probably
never
won't play
know
any
he's gonna
back to
get
backs.
boom.
All
Yeah,
right.
Mm-hmm.
you right, LB.
Nah,
See,
nah, nah, nah,
I ain't
nah,
gonna
nah.
lie.
He
I'll
playing
probably
back to
give him
back. I guarantee
out
he
of
playing
82
back to
games.
back.
Listen, I do agree with that. Out of 82 games to start the season, he might play a couple of them. But wait till it get to like that middle, close to All-Star break when the miles start catching up with his head. Because he don't practice, he don't take care of his body, he will break down again. Nigga need to change the spark plugs and get some new wires. He never got his
Man,
own change
it's too
since he
many
came
fortune
into the
tellers
league,
on the
and you could
panel,
tell.
man.
He's
Niggas
still
seeing a
riding the
lot of
same
future right
all he
now.
came into the league with. That's not right. I'm gonna
I'm
say
getting
it New Orleans style. He's still riding on the same Earl he came bought the car with. He bought the car in what year? 2000 and what? What year that say he came in?
13,
2012,
2012.
13?
Yeah.
Yeah. He ain't never changed his all yet.
Changed.
And you
Oh,
wonder
he ain't
why
changed the
number
brakes.
Yeah, he got all
He ain't
kinds
changed
of
and
the
you wonder
fluid.
aluminum
why
He
you
ain't
got
changed
shavings.
the
smoke
brakes.
coming from your
He got
tailpipe.
Shit.
he got all kinds of
The nigga
aluminum
changed out
shavings
the
up in there.
filter.
That nigga broke down. That nigga ain't nothing but a pinto, man.
Yeah.
That
I'm
motherfucker
gonna
got a
take this.
goddamn. That motherfucker
a
got a
lot of
lawnmower
fortune
engine
tellers
and a
on the panel.
Mustang.
A lot of fortune tellers on the panel.
No, wait, what? We
Fortune.
only
Hey,
going off what he
hold on,
gave us.
hold on, time out. You called me a fortune teller, but you know what? Wait, what? I told you last year about Kyle Kuzma and how he was gonna break out. Now, am I a good fortune teller or what?
Break out and did
Huh?
what? Break out and did what?
Kyle Kuzma? You see the numbers Kyle Kuzma was putting up outside when he got traded to the Wizards?
So it didn't execute it towards team basketball. So I don't know why y'all keep bringing these tennis
Oh,
stats to me. It's out
hold
of
on,
pocket, bro.
time out. You was capping for AD this whole time. Now all of a sudden now you worry about team basketball?
That's what I'm saying. AD is like continuity,
So
like
AD is the
inside the
team.
nucleus of team basketball for the Lakers, bro. Because you allow him to play his game properly, you win a championships. Oh wait, you did. Wow,
Wait,
But
simple.
that
what, man?
doesn't think.
He must have dug Rick James up and
You mean
got
that
that
doesn't
dope
mean
out his
that
pocket
the
or
NBA
something. I
has
don't
to
know what
do
the
that?
fuck he on.
I don't know.
Hey,
Cocaine is a
wait,
hell of
what?
a drug, son.
Man, them drugs is very heavy over there. Yeah, you need to go get a small
No,
liquor.
that's the problem. I'm saying the problem is he doesn't think about basketball like that. To be
Yeah, he
great, you
don't.
have to obsess with the craft. Dude has all talent in the world, but he takes it for granted. Dude been out here on watching game all day instead of focus on being great. It's like I think like you said, the build around the baddie by not getting him his shoes to make it easier. But now you might have to give up on him. Come on now,
That's not.
this guy even said I never had the mindset since the bubble.
Oh,
So
that's
that
why
should
I
be
ain't
on
know
him.
that.
So
I
is that
swear to
on
God,
him
I ain't know
then?
he said
That's
that.
on him, not
That
a team, not Rob Pelinka. That's on the individual then, correct?
Facts
Mm-hmm.
it is. That's all his work ethic, his
it's
will to win. He
Like,
usually
don't
it's
have it.
on the
see, are you
dude.
gonna make an excuse for that?
We all know
No,
Russell Westbrook have one of the best motors in the league, but that
This
nigga dumb
man
as a
said
box of
I haven't
rocks.
shot a basketball since maybe April 5th, probably like April 5th. Really?
And that's a long ass time not to be
You
shooting when
really
that's
gonna
your
say that in
profession
front of the
though.
media?
That's like you saying you a lawnscaper and you don't cut grass in 2 months. What you think gonna happen? Nigga gonna take that. I trade AD, get some of those draft picks back, and I get two solid wing defenders and stretch players that I can use. Period.
yeah. Wait, what you got something to say about that, there, sir?
He the only one got value, JMJ.
That's what I
He the
said.
only one with value and got young legs on him for his mileage.
Right.
So he the only one you could get trade value from. Nobody don't want that old
Oh,
ass
he
role
left.
player.
Yeah.
He left.
Nobody don't want
Wait,
no
left.
motherfucking Russell Westbrook. That's why they got stuck with him. They've been trying to trade him since last year. Nigga already
And
know
then
what he hitting for.
and then he made the excuse. Oh, we didn't have Ben Simmons. This and that. Ben chose not to come back. By the way. Oh, we didn't have our team wasn't healthy for 10 games. First of all, Kyrie chose not to take the vaccine, and Ben chose not to come back. So it doesn't really matter, you know.
Yeah. Same thing with the Brooklyn Nets. Like, hey, you want to make y'all got rid of most of y'all good players. Y'all got rid of Den Willie. Y'all got rid of Jared Allen.
They got rid of all the good players for James Harden.
For real. Over James Harden.
And
Y'all
then he
could've-
ended up leaving to go to Philadelphia, and then he stinks up the joint there.
You know, that's the same thing the Lakers did. Got rid of their young talent. Caruso, the KCPs, the Kyle Kuzmas for this nigga. And look what happened. They ain't been back since the bubble. They can't even get out the first round. That's not right, bro. Trade that nigga. Put him on the curb every Friday for the trash man to scoop him up.
There's a lot of things that's wrong with this team, man. There's a lot of things.
And that's exactly why. And that's exactly why people, these guys like Giannis and B, Cat, all of them always abuse him on the court because he doesn't take this offseason seriously enough.
And I'm gonna tell you this,
I mean,
ain't
look at
gonna
that.
lie.
I mean, look at that picture. Look at his face.
gentlemen.
That tell you something. Yeah.
Hey, Cat, the Joker, and Embiid, I take them three over AD any day. I promise. And people talk about Cat, how he quit and how he cried a lot. Every player do that. But when it's time to show up, I take Cat over that nigga any day because I know he reliable. He gonna be there for the longevity. He ain't gonna be knick-knacking, no injuries, complaining about showing up and suiting up. AD could have a bruised finger and refuse to tape it up like Kobe Bryant and want to sit out 2 months on his team when they need those wins. You was already 3 games under 500. Come on, man. What you want a nigga to do? Keep kissing your
Hey,
fucking ass to come out there?
So if I ask the question right now, who the better player is, right? If I put Giannis and AD, right?
Mhm.
Who y'all take?
Giannis.
Yeah,
Oh, Greek freak.
Giannis.
Greek freak.
I'm
Giannis.
taking Giannis.
Giannis.
Greek freak.
He has
Giannis.
something. He has something over.
There's
AD.
no debate. Giannis better passer, better rebounder,
Yeah.
better slasher, more athletic. Yeah, better
Yeah,
leader.
thanks, Giddy.
Yeah. He
Salute the encyclopedia, man. Salute to you.
Yeah.
Salute. AD's a better shooter, but that's it.
Yeah. He has something over AD. He stayed
Hard.
consistent, win MVP, stayed in that court, and also won the Finals MVP and lead the team.
Mm-hmm. And Giannis is a better finisher too, and better defender.
Giddy LBJ's, man. You know, motherfucker. What's it called? Giannis had a sprained knee, and that year he won that championship. He came back to the NBA Finals. What did AD do? What did AD do?
Wear nice
his
suits.
ass down.
Wear nice suits. Wear some nice blazers. That's what he did.
Man,
Yeah,
Giannis came out
he got the sharpest. He got the barber's precision on that unibrow.
And the last thing what I gotta say is when I have to come back to AD, it's like I didn't like how he did at the end with the Pelicans. Like they were still in the playoffs, and then when they knew that they were gonna lose their final game, he wore that shirt where it said "That's all, folks." Like,
Yeah,
dude,
that was
like,
kind of disrespectful.
Yeah, that
Come
was some
on.
whole shit right there.
that,
That's
you
all,
know,
folks.
I can't take.
Boy, that is some disrespectful ass shit, boy.
You don't quit on your team when you fight for a playoff. What Dame Lillard said. That's why I like Dame, even though he plays stupid. Dame said the same thing. We got a chance to make it. We going to that bubble. And Dame went out there and put on a performance. You see what I'm saying? And they made it. That's the type of dudes you want. Like dudes who hungry. Who ain't gonna just settle because you know what? I'm in the NBA. I made it. That's the Raymond type talk. Cause you made it. You got a few dollars in your pocket. You think you can shit on all the greats and talk reckless. Now you still gotta go out there and put it on the line. Teammates don't want to play with you after that, bro. Once you go to talking like that and showing it's about the money, niggas will trade you in a heartbeat. I know I would.
Well,
Get this nigga from around me.
not only that, man, this all could be gone. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, where's your legacy when your playing career is over? Because when it's over, it's gonna be over. That's the one thing I agree with that old grizzled vet Skip Bayless about. When it's over, it is over. You can't get that time back. So you sitting up there
Good point.
playing video games and all that other type of shit, you know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, your playing career over. I mean, what's gonna be the legacy? Oh well, he was a good player, but AD just couldn't stay healthy.
And when he
They're
was
going.
healthy, he was up and down in big games. When he was up and down in big games, other than 2020.
Yeah, he was. You're right, get it. Look what DeMarcus Cousins did with Denver this year. DeMarcus Cousins was solid, put up better numbers, wasn't crying about the minutes. Whenever they put him in there, he just went out there and balled. Did what he can do.
In a
AD,
limited role at that.
thank you. So
That's
AD,
right.
only thing we needed you to do is give us 15 to 20 solid minutes. You couldn't do that, bro. And 15, 20 solid minutes with that talent that they say you have, the athletic ability, your shooting, bro, it's on the decline. LB just showed you the stats. Even your rebound up and down. Besides that
And also
2019
the
bubble
eye
season,
test.
bro, it's over with for AD. I'm sorry to tell y'all that. Stick a fork in him. He's done.
Man,
The
man,
meat's
this is
well
crazy,
done.
man. Man, this is crazy, LB, man. The Kentucky boys, man. You had AD, you have cousins in them, man. Man, it's just
John
getting
Wall
crazy,
as well.
man.
John Wall's a Kentucky boy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Brandon Knight.
Like
John Wall in there, man.
all three of them
Eric
have the same
Bledsoe,
thing.
Eric Bledsoe, and the rest of them, man. They just disappoint me up there 2009 to 2012 with the doggone Kentucky boys. They played their positions, and that kind of pisses me off with the Kentucky boys and my Carolina Tar Heels too, with Virginia Cavaliers. Man, I'm just saying, man. You
Mhm.
got people that they came off of what's it called, George
Hell,
Washington,
Cat was a Kentucky boy.
huh?
Cat.
Cat.
Who?
He's good. Cat Carl Anthony Towns.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah,
cat.
no, yeah, I know.
And for you, for
Let me
North
ask y'all
Carolina,
this.
you got
Let me
Harrison
ask
Barnes.
y'all this.
Harrison Barnes is at least a good player. I'll give you North Carolina Harrison Barnes. I can maybe say that.
No. I'm gonna tell you this though. Did
Man, North
Carl
Carolina
Anthony
lost his
Towns
luster over the
have
years,
a
though, man.
twin?
Hmm.
Didn't Carl Anthony Towns have a twin? You know what I'm saying? No, one of the Kentucky boys got a Kentucky team had undefeated stats. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking about that. I was thinking about did they have almost had an undefeated season till they lost in the NCAA
They lost
tournament?
in the Sweet 16, I think.
So I'm just saying, man. I don't know if Carl Anthony Towns had a twin or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about that. I was thinking about that for a few years though. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Hmm.
just thinking, man.
Oh, hey, was Carl Anthony Towns on that same team with who was that player that played with the Charlotte Hornets? Michael Kidd Gilchrist, that's his name.
No,
Oh,
that was
NKG.
AD.
Oh boy.
AD.
Wow.
It was AD and Michael Girders.
Oh, it was AD Michael Kidd Gilchrist. All right,
Yeah.
well, NKG he was fucking garbage in the NBA, bro.
He was
God
Hey,
nasty.
damn,
I
boy.
mean,
give
that
me
nigga.
Ryan Mercer. Give me Jamal Masburn that class. I take the old school Kentucky class over this
Oh,
one.
that's old school. That's a
Yeah, I
good
remember
name,
Michael.
Jamal
Yeah, I
Mashburn.
remember him.
You ain't talking about Derek Anderson. You ain't talking about Derek Anderson there
Yeah, I
over there.
remember Derek Anderson too. Yep.
Yeah.
Michael Kidd. Yeah, I remember that jump shot. That was ugly.
It was broken. It was a broken hitch. Yeah, broken hitch.
Yeah,
Look
man.
like
This
his arm got shut off. That's how
Like
bad his
all
jump
like
was.
lean his arm. Like it was horrible.
Whew.
I'm gonna tell you this, yeah.
It was so
Y'all
bad.
bringing me back.
So
Y'all bringing me
talented.
back because I watch a lot of college basketball. Me and my family. I'm more of a college basketball person because college sports. But I remember those teams. You guys are bringing me back to the old days.
Hmm.
Yeah, just like John
Just think
Wallace.
about it. If it weren't for
John
that
Wallace
Christian Leitner Hail Mary, that miracle, Bobby Hurd or the Leitner, whoever that was through that long pass,
John
Grant Hill, one of
That
them.
was Grant. That was
Dog,
Grant. Grant
G.
threw
yeah,
it.
what you call them? Kentucky would have beat them. Kentucky really beat themselves.
Right.
Yeah,
And
that was a
speaking of
hell
the
of a
team,
game, man. I wanted Kentucky to win too because I didn't like Duke. I can't stand Duke. But
and right.
I'm a Carolina fan. Hey, man, yeah, I understand what you talking about too. I'm a Carolina fan, Tar Heel fan for life, and I hate it when Christian Laettner made that shot. You know what I'm saying? When Christian Laettner made that shot against what's it called? Kentucky, man.
Kentucky.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wow.
that was crazy, man.
And
That's
he's in the
crazy.
Hall of, and ain't he in the Hall of Fame because he's part of that, the only college player on that dream team? Well, on
Well,
one of them
Yeah,
yeah, they
he
teams.
was
call his
on the
basketball Hall of
1992
Fame and
Dream
all
Team.
that, but he's on the Hall of Fame for the Dream Team, not because of his NBA career.
Yeah,
But you gotta think
you know what I
but you
mean.
gotta think the basketball Hall of Fame is not just NBA. A lot of people think that's just NBA. It's about what you did overseas if you played overseas, about what you did in high school, what you did in college, if you were on any Olympic teams, what you did there. Is all encompassing of all the basketball you played throughout your career, not just limited to NBA.
Yeah,
Unlike
I'm
you
looking
got
at that too.
MLB and MLB, basically what you did in Major League Baseball, that's how you get in the Hall of Fame. And football, for Pro Football Hall of Fame is what you did in pro football. No one gives a fuck about what you did in college. Now, college football have their own Hall of Fame if you want to partake in that. Like Reggie Bush, he's in the College Football Hall of Fame. He will never make the NFL Hall of Fame,
True. That's
right?
why you got Warren. That's why you got Warren Moon in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I think he won 3 or 4 Grey Cups in Canada, and then went to the Oilers and was still dropping bombs, 3,000, 3,200, 3,600 yards a season.
Trying to run and shoot,
Talking
baby.
about Warren Moon. You said something about Warren Moon. I ain't heard that name since what
We gotta remember some of the. You got to remember
87.
some of them. You got to remember some of them Canadian greats that then came over to the NFL, and then they still were balling out. You know what I mean?
And Jim
Doug
Callahan included. All them dudes played over there.
Doug Flutie.
Doug Flutie's
Y'all know
another
about
one. Yep,
Doug
he won a
Flutie?
few Grey Cups, and then came over here, went with the Chargers, and then also he went to the Patriots, did a few other stuff. That's true.
Yeah, I keep remembering, man. Every time I think
See,
of
they
what's
be
it
the
called,
first
I
ones
think
to knock
of
overseas
Doug
like
Flutie.
them dudes ain't on that level. But dog, people that don't make it over here, all them go over there and have a successful run. Our brother Ticket is a prime example of that, and they be trying to shit on that dude for no reason. But they broke as a motherfucker though. They got a gas station job pulling trash, wiping
My
Gas
my
station
windshield with a
job.
squeezer.
my
Hey,
before
James,
before I head out,
You be
my friend Derek Williams is over there. He's over there for the German Bundesliga. But I'll tell you this, he ain't hurting for no money. You know what I mean? For those German leagues, they are paying. Even though he was a part of the Minnesota Timberwolves, was a part of the Lakers, part of the Cavaliers when they won the Eastern Conference Finals, lost to the finals in the war with the Warriors. He went overseas. He's not hurting. I've seen pictures on his. He ain't hurting. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Hey James, you being generous right now, calling them gas station workers, man. Motherfuckers out here cleaning the parking lot behind Wendy's and shit. All right.
Wow.
They looking in trash cans like bums, huh? I call
Damn,
them scavengers.
They eating in the
damn.
trash. They eating the half chicken nugget and whatnot. That was the partially eaten chicken nugget. You know what I'm saying?
Sheesh.
God
Yuck.
damn.
Oh my
Nasty.
Damn,
God.
man. You know what I'm saying, man? These basketball players, man. And I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'm gonna give you a shout out. I'm gonna give a shout out to man. Please, please, if y'all see Delonte West, man, please go see him, man. If he's out there in the streets, man. Delonte West, man, he has been, you know, the disappointing me, man, about Delonte West, man. And
Right.
you said someone that you mad, Delonte West, man. Come on, man. No, they ain't no come on. You have to struggle and all that stuff, man.
Right.
But someone gave you a chance, and that was what's it called? Oh, what's the Cuban?
I
Man,
Yeah, Mark Cuban took
Cuban.
him into he took him into rehab. He placed him in rehab and visited him a few times in rehab.
Man, Delonte West, man, this is crazy, man, about what Delonte West is doing, man. I want to see Delonte West doing his thing, man. Please go get him, man.
Prayers up to
What's the
Delonte. Prayers up. Hmm.
Um, pray. Yeah, like I said, definitely. Prayers out for Delonte. But my thing is, you can't help a person that doesn't want to be helped.
Good point.
yeah,
Good point.
You know,
Yeah.
and
But
and
at some point, it's not really him. You know what I mean? Like, let's just say, and I hate to see it, like, I'm from Los Angeles, live in Orange County. I see how certain people are on the streets. It's not that. It's that's the drugs that are in them, or if it's
mhm,
whatever kind of things are in their system. because we've seen him perform at a high level, seen him in the playoffs. At some point, like this really isn't really him. You know what I mean? He's been influenced by other things. You know?
Hey,
Right.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate right quick. Let's
Nice.
say AD stay healthy.
True.
Let's say he be healthy the whole year.
Right.
Do we give them a chance to do what they did in 2019 or whatever year that was in that bubble? Keep it real.
They got to
No,
revamp
Teams
the
that
roster.
loaded up
I'm
and
not
teams
Revamp the
that got
roster.
deeper.
I'm gonna give him a chance because it was one season. It's one season. Okay, can you stay consistent?
Hmm.
That's what I'm saying though. That's why I say I want to play devil's advocate. Do we give AD a chance, even though if he stay healthy? Do they get past the first or the second round?
It depends on the roster that's built to me. I gotta see the roster that's built.
Yes. So yeah, it
I agree
depends
with
on the
with
roster.
that.
You had a fat roster. In 2020. AD. You had LeBron Ramon James. You had Ray John Rondo. You had the Carusos. You had the KCPs. And a few others, man. You know, the Danny Greens, the Dwight Howards. What's it called? You know. So we
Kuzma.
gotta look at that. Yeah, Caruso. Look at that shit, man. When you
They
won
did
that
have a.
bubble, it was the role players too, man. It was
Hmm.
the role players too, man.
Hmm.
I want to say before I head out right now, I want to say shout out to everybody on the panel. Like I always enjoy these kind of talks. Hopefully in the future, I can see you brothers on here, and we can always dialogue about basketball and other things. But I want to say I hope everybody has a great day, have a
You
great
too.
beginning of your week and everything, and hopefully I look forward to seeing you guys up there, guys. And thank you, OB, for letting me on the panel, man.
Terry, salute to you, Terry.
Salute, man,
Damn.
and enjoy the NBA Finals.
Salute,
Enjoy
big
the NBA
dog.
Finals too.
No, we'll do. You guys do the same, and have a great day, gentlemen.
You too.
Damn.
And speaking of the
Yes, sir.
NBA
All
Finals,
right, you too. And be safe out here. All right, that note, I'm gonna get up out of here my damn self. I need to go to sleep before I go to work tonight. So
All right,
if you wanna
salute LB.
donate,
Salute everybody.
you know what I'm saying? You see my Cash App,
James,
PayPal, you know what I'm saying?
welcome
Help a
back,
broke ass
bro.
nigga out. That's bullshit. But
James,
if you're not
welcome
subscribed to this
back.
channel, if you're not subscribed to this
Miss
channel, make sure you hit
James,
the
welcome
subscribe
back.
button.
And LB, salute to you, bro. Go
Hey,
ahead.
salute to James. Go subscribe to No Boy Sports News, my boy JMJ2121. Hey, BX
Sports Jedi
Jedi
Network.
Sports Network for Gideon. Go subscribe to that. He does weekly podcast shows for basketball on there. I've been on there before, you know what I'm saying? Great channel, great people and shit like that. So, go support that channel if you're not supporting that channel. And shouts out to the LDBC. Lions Day basketball community. Hey man, we sharks over here, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a guppy calling yourself trying to go head to head with a great white. That's what I'm saying. This your man.
Over
Scream at
being
me.
a piranha.